I'd like to draw members, as well as those of you who are in the audience, attention to item number 7. It is our public comment period. On the fourth Monday of each month, we allow any members of the public who desire an opportunity to speak to us on any issue dealing with the government of King County. We will give each person that wants to speak during this time period 2 minutes to do so. Again, we would ask, because this is a campaign season, then none of those of you who speak talk about any specific individual or campaign issue that's on the ballot. It's not appropriate to provide input on them. Also, those of you who fail to honor our rule of 2 minutes will be respectfully asked to be seated, and if you don't, you'll be asked to leave the chambers. And we just ask that the comments be germane and relevant to issues that are before county government at this time. So, with that explanation, we have 10 people who have signed up to speak. Each of you will receive 2 minutes, and I'll call 3 names at a time, and you can speak from either podium in the chambers. Please note that on top of the podium is a little gadget that will tell you how much time you have remaining of your allocated 2 minutes. I believe that's everything. So I'd like to call Mia Jacobson and Sam Bellamio and Katie Wilson forward.
Can we get Rod Dombowski in here?
No, you'll have 2 minutes.
Well, if I'm supposed to be speaking to the whole council, can I have the whole council here?
No. Please
so
speak.
You don't care that.
Start her time, please.
So here we are again. Hi, everybody. If you look around this room, you can see that things are changing. More people are showing up to this public comment. I wonder if you're going to change the 15-minute restriction soon, because it's not enough. You need more opportunity for public comment, because we have things to say. There are things that aren't going very well right now in our county, and you guys don't seem to want to talk about it on your own. You don't seem to want to discuss your mistakes and ways to improve in the public eye. So if you could just please open your committee meetings to the public for public input, we could begin to improve the way this process goes to actually run true to its blueprint. Because I wonder if you are trying to be guided by public opinion, that's your job. That's what we pay you to do. When do you get your public opinion in your committee meetings, when you actually craft your legislation? Because I've watched some of your committee meetings, and some of you have no idea what you're talking about. And if you call the people in to have a conversation with, you're only speaking to people, you already know what they're going to say. You're controlling the dialogue. You're limiting the scope of the information which is presented, which is not the best way to do things. It's not the most efficient way to do things. So that's my main concern for today. And I want to warn you that we are waking up. The people are realizing that, wait a second, we haven't been attending our local process. Wait a second, we haven't been here to guide you as we're supposed to. And as more people come, are you going to respond with more opportunities for us to speak? Will you not shut the doors in our face so we have to respond with more passion? Will you actually open them up and invite us in as we are paying you to do already?
Sorry, Mia, your time is up. Thank you. Sam Bellamio, Katie Wilson, followed by Robbie Stern.
Yeah. My name's Sam Bellamio. I'm here at StandUP-America. And Regan, Dad, if you could look up at your desk while I speak, because this is the only time we get out of the whole month to speak to you, so if we could have your full undivided attention. Pete? You as well? I know you got important paperwork to do, but you've scheduled this very important time for the citizens to speak to you, so your undivided attention would be appreciated. I know it's just silent protest.
And just totally ignore us.
Exactly. And I want to take a second just to record, just to make sure people at home know that when the citizens start participating, you bring sheriffs in, you intimidate them, you make them fear that they're going to be called out of order and removed. If they don't speak directly and say the words directly to the point you want them to say, because you're shaping the dialogue. The people you bring into your committees are people you've heard presentations from before, so you know what they're going to regurgitate and spew to the public. When the public comes in to speak, you bring in the sheriffs to remove them. None of your committees are open. I went to the regional transit committee up in Shoreline. You had a meeting recently up there. And it struck me as odd that it was in a council member that's going for election right now's district when Regan Dunn's district and Kathy Lambert's are talking about abandoning roads and bridges because of the cuts of Olympia. We have a 15% from the transit that's going to be cut. And as soon as citizens get to stand up to speak, they shut off the microphone. That's not true dialogue. You know, I think our economy is in deep shit. So I used the word shit, and he rules me out of order. Right. But when you, that's right, but when you look up the word, I looked it up, a noun, to be in trouble, or nonsense, or an adjective, poor quality, or worthless. Our economy is shit. And that is a legal word. But yet, that's what I'm trying to tell you, is you're directing the exact words that we get to say to you. This isn't true public participation. This is you dictating to us what we're allowed to say. It's not a privilege, it's a freedom, it's a right. I'm born, inalienable rights. You remember the First Amendment to the U.S. Constitution? How about Article 1, Section 5 of the Washington Constitution, where you may speak freely? So if you will, please open up your committees, every committee, and allow for citizens to address you openly.
Thank you, Mr. Bellamio. The next person that will be speaking will be...
Hi, my name is Alex Zimerman and I represent StandUP-America. Situation what is we have right now in King Country Chamber, very unique situation. Don't have analogy in King Country. There's only one dirty place when people cannot speak. King Country Council have approximately 300 meetings per year. For 40 years, we're talking about 1,200 meetings, maybe 12,000 meetings. And ever people present this very unique because in every city you can do in this. Why is this crook doing like this? For what reason? Reason very simple. We have a King Country budget $8 billion. $8 billion people money, businesses money, taxpayer money. We cannot talk about this money. What has happened? This means these 9 crooks steal every year $8 billion from us. But it's not only stealing money for 40 years, every year $8 billion, because we cannot be involved in talking about money, what is us money. This crook operate and control judicial system, prosecutor, and thief, in sheriff. I'm sorry. So situation very simple right now. When you have absolutely power with $8 billion money, that you have absolutely power with judicial system, with judges, when you have absolutely power with prosecutor, and when you have absolutely power with sheriff, what does this mean? It means communist, Nazi, KGB, Gestapo principle. So these 9 crooks doing this. So these 9 crooks doing this for a long time. For this, nothing surprised me. So everything go down. And look what is election right now come for these newcomers or for somebody. And no competition. Because mafia accept only people, organized criminal accept only people who belong to this group. So stopping this crook, stopping these criminals.
All right. Your time is up, sir.